Right now, half the world is watching the same match at the same time. Bars are packed, group chats are exploding, strangers are hugging over a goal, and you feel nothing, not annoyed, not opposed, just completely outside of it. If that's you, there's a name for what's happening in your brain, and it has nothing to do with not liking sports. In 1912, a sociologist named Émile Durkheim described something he called collective effervescence, the specific rush people get not from the event itself, but from feeling swept up in a crowd that's all feeling the same thing at the same time. It's the same mechanism behind concerts, religious ceremonies, and yes, World Cup matches. Most brains get a real dopamine hit from that synchronized feeling. Some brains don't. Researchers studying social conformity have found that a meaningful percentage of people simply don't experience the reward spike from group emotional synchrony the way most people do. It's not a flaw, it's a different wiring in how your brain values shared experience versus individual experience. You're not missing the point of the World Cup. Your nervous system is just measuring value somewhere else entirely. Here's the part that catches people off guard. The same brain wiring that makes you immune to World Cup fever is often the exact same wiring behind your ability to make decisions without checking how everyone else feels first. The independence that makes you a non-participant in mass excitement is the same independence that makes you resistant to groupthink in every other part of your life. That's not a coincidence. That's one trait showing up in two different situations. There's also a quieter reason this happens, and it's about identity, not chemistry. For a lot of people, national or team identity is a genuine extension of who they are. When their team wins, they feel like they won. Psychologists call this group-based self-esteem. If your sense of self has never been built around group membership in that way, the entire emotional engine of the World Cup has nothing to plug into. You're not refusing to feel something. There's simply no socket for that particular plug. This is also why the indifference can feel oddly isolating, even though nothing bad happened to you. Everyone around you is having a collective experience, and you're having a solitary one in the middle of a crowd. That's not loneliness in the traditional sense. It's what researchers call social asynchrony, being present for an event without being present for its emotional meaning. It's uncomfortable not because something is wrong with you, but because mismatched emotional timing always feels strange, even when everyone is being perfectly friendly. So if the World Cup is happening right now, and you genuinely could not care less, here's what that actually means. Your brain didn't fail to get excited. It correctly determined that this particular synchronized ritual wasn't where your reward system lives. That's not coldness. That's not being a buzzkill. That's a nervous system that's honest about what actually moves it, instead of performing excitement to fit in with a room. Drop a comment if you felt this during literally any major sporting event. And if you know someone who just doesn't get what the fuss is about, send them this. They've probably wondered if something was wrong with them. Nothing is. Subscribe to Psychology Untangled so you don't miss what's coming next.